everybody, welcome to the podcast. Watching episode 23 of
Help, I'm stuck in a podcast.
My name is Fraser.
And my name's Kai.
It is Wednesday and we're here to cry.
Help, I'm stuck in a podcast.
Help, I'm stuck in the podcast. Help, I'm stuck in the podcast. Help, I'm stuck in the podcast. Help, I'm stuck in a podcast.
Ha 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 ha.
Yep, welcome to the podcast, everybody. We're keeping that. Yep, I'm keeping it.
Cool.
It's episode 23. How are you all doing? Kai, how's your week
I thought
been?
you were asking me at first, like when you said how are you all doing, I was like, there's only me here, what are you on about?
Well, now how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks, how are you?
I'm doing good, yeah.
I say that, my eyes just
me's.
started like going,
It's realised what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's wincing.
It's
at
going
the
into
intro.
self-defense mode, it's like, oh no.
Can't be dealing with this shit so early on a Tuesday.
You say early, it's 8:06 in the evening.
Yeah, but that's early for you, isn't it?
No, I've been up today.
Since?
An hour.
Exactly!
It's not too bad, about 1.
Oh, that's not too bad. I wish I could get up at 1.
Well, I was
don't
up
even do
until
that on
like 5
weekends.
working last night, so
Oh, God.
that's my excuse.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm trying to like get into a better routine for a little bit. It's hard.
I don't even do that on weekends anymore. I still sleep in. Like, I wake up and I still stay in bed until, like, that time.
Yeah.
But before I got a job, mainly in just, like, education and stuff, I would always wake up between, like, 12 and 2.
Yeah.
Without fail on weekends. But now, like, I just can't do it. Because of work, like, my sleeping pattern's kind of shifted back, and I usually wake up. If it's before 10 o'clock, I usually try and make myself go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But after 10 o'clock, I'll then wake up, because 10's kind of like that time where I'm like, yeah, well, I kind of should be awake now, but I still don't really want to get up.
See, that's my feeling as well. That's what I want to try and do. I want to try and be like up again at like, I don't know, 10.
You just feel more productive and more awake.
Well, you feel like you get more done in your day. Like the sun's out, you get like a proper routine in you, rather than, oh, you wake up, the sun's out for what, an hour?
Rather than doing the night shift, essentially.
Yeah. It makes you feel
Fair enough.
very, like, dead. I think that's a good
Oh, God,
excuse.
yeah, of course. You're nocturnal at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You sleep with the sun. Wait,
I sleep with the sun.
the moon.
Sun,
You sleep
come
with
home.
the moon. And you awake to the moon.
Can you see
Wow.
the moon?
Can you see the moon?
I can't right now.
Neither can I. I've got like a pint of Coke.
Yeah, I got a
Right.
glass of tea. No,
So, moving on to the more interesting part of the podcast. Not that you want to know what we're drinking. Mine's specifically Pepsi Max. It's not really even good Coke.
Tea bag went in, milk afterwards. All that good jazz.
Doesn't really matter what brand it is. It's just tea in it.
Pretty much. I think it's Tesco's
We're
original.
British. As long as it's tea, we'll drink it. Except I literally don't like tea.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm
Well,
not even
thanks for
British.
listening, everyone.
We're ending from this blasphemy. No, so this morning I almost got in a car crash, which is
How'd
a
you
massive
manage that?
over-exaggeration of. It was a very icy morning this morning, and I went to turn right around a bend, and there was no cars around, and I was going 20 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. And yeah, there was ice apparently.
For some reason,
and
my brain converted 20 miles an hour and 40 miles an hour. It just switched them round. And I was like,
what? So I was doing
you were
40 and
going
a 20.
40 and a 20? You? I was like, you're not the one that would ever do that.
Yeah, sorry, I was under the influence of sherry. No, I was doing 20 and a 40, so I was going half the speed limit, and then I followed the bend round. The back of my car was like, oh, look at that bush! And I didn't go in the bush or anything, but I just felt the back of my car go, and I felt the tyres. You know when you feel your tyres like graze up against something?
Oh, yeah.
I felt the
Like
rear
when you go like
tyres.
right next to a curb or something like that.
Oh, and you accidentally scrape it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. I felt the rear tyres go up against the grassy curb to the side of this road, because it was like country lanes, but I felt it go against the muddy and grassy bank, and oh my god, that was a weird feeling, because like I didn't crash, there was no damage. I got out like within 2 minutes after to check. There was no damage, but it was just like one of those things where you're like, wow, if I was going the speed limit and I wasn't taking care because I knew it was a very cold, frosty and icy morning, then what could have happened?
Worse.
Exactly.
Like, you think that even you were here and we spun out on the roundabout.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was because we aquaplaned.
That was the rain.
Yeah. That was
the rain. Yeah, Lorraine Kelly. That was weird.
That was horrible.
Because Kai's car couldn't get some grip on the roundabout as we were going. I think it was third exit, wasn't it? We're going to a third exit, so you have to go around the roundabout.
I can explain it probably. It's
go for it.
We were at Tesco's, third exit to get back towards my house, because I think I was taken to the station a minute later. And I think we just wanted a bit of a recovery after that as well. But we basically, there's a thing when it rains a lot, your car can do a thing called aquaplaning, which basically the wheels are on top of the water rather than on top of the road. And that's exactly what it did when we were going around. And it spun out, and I managed to like stop us just before we smacked into a bollard. And I just turned the engine back on and went.
Oh my god, that was a moment though.
I remember someone like looking like, what the fuck just happened there? Like in the car next to us.
I think I'm just more relieved that like nothing bad did happen.
I know.
Like even if we did crash into that bollard, it was low speed, luckily.
Oh yeah, it was like 10, 20 miles an hour maximum.
But yeah, it was just that at that moment you're thinking, whoa, that could have gone a lot worse. It's always, even when the situation's not bad and you come out perfectly fine, you always think, what if?
Yeah. You know what?
And that
I felt worse during that than when my window wipers died on the motorway.
Really?
The window wipers on the motorway, I was not panicking much. I know I couldn't see, but I knew that I had like a little bit of vision rather than, God, I might have almost just smacked us into something.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, for me, that you don't know until you're in that situation. I can't really comment on it. Yeah, I was in the car with you on both occasions.
It's you. It's just you. I shouldn't drive you anywhere.
God, I'm the bad luck charm.
To be fair, though, I have driven you other places and we've been fine. So.
Oh yeah, Kai isn't a bad driver. Don't take that away from it. That's the main thing. It's just his car was a bit. It was the first car.
It's still outside my house now.
And everyone's first car isn't the best.
Everyone's first car's awful usually.
And that was evident from, I mean, the windscreen wipers for one. That was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just kind of think about it a bit too much.
But
when we were going along the motorway and having like the windscreen wipers and stuff, my worry wasn't the wipers and you not necessarily being able to see.
Yeah.
My worry was let's just say you not being able to see had an impact, because you could kind of see. It got to that point where your windscreen was so soaked that it's more clear and you have more clarity than having like dots of rain on the windscreen.
Yeah.
Let's just say you couldn't see. It's more of the fact that it could have been a high-speed collision.
Oh, yeah, easily.
You were going 70. You were doing the full motorway speed limit.
I think I might have been going 60 because it was raining.
Possibly, yeah. But it was still high speed.
Oh, yeah,
That's the big worry.
My biggest thing was I was ready to stick my head out the window and look like a dog that's like been on a big adventure somewhere.
That would have been the only way.
But like even
and
that's
it wouldn't have been
not
good either.
The best thing to do.
No.
But I did slow down quite quickly. I managed to get us back over.
And we are alive today, so you can tell he's done a good job.
You know what my biggest fear was? When you're on a motorway, obviously you have to get out of the car, don't you, if you're on the side? In the, what's the lane called? God.
Oh, in the side lane, the breakdown lane, that's what we're going to call it.
The hard shoulder.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. There wasn't one.
There was. But you would have had to go out whilst it's chucking it down with rain. That's what was in my head, and I was like, I don't know how long breakdown's going to take. It could be a couple of hours. I wanted to keep going.
Do we have coats?
Yeah. in the boot.
Okay, we did.
So
okay.
So the problem was we wouldn't be able to get into the boot either. We would have had to get out and stay out, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
Because something could have just come, like, zooming along on the hard shoulder. I think they were using the hard shoulder as a lane for that as well. So,
yeah,
it's
I
not
think
as
they were.
easy.
The highway code, people. Stay safe. Talking of staying safe,
Yeah.
what's going on in your life, Kai?
Oh. So, we had...
Pretty big thing.
We had a very lovely phone call. I've been in this house, to give you an idea. I think I moved here when I was about, I want to say, maybe 10.
Right.
So, I've been here for... No, probably a bit earlier, probably 9. So, I've been here for about 11, 12 years, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's not the best house. It's not bad. It's in a good location. The price isn't bad for where it is. I'll give it that. The house is falling apart, so it's not the best. There's cracks everywhere. But we got a call from the estate agent the other day to say, just a heads up, the landlord has decided to sell the house. So I'm going to be moving. It's a weird feeling though. Like I've been here for so long. This is like half of my life here, basically. You know?
You go into such an emotional phase, kind of like, I've got so much emotional attachment to this place, even though it's just a house. Yeah. And then you go through a phase of reflection.
I'm looking on the floor right now, and you know, like you get the little things that go down like the bottom of your wall or whatever. I can't remember what they're called.
That's it, skirting board. Yeah.
I've obviously like tried to fix one at some point. I have no idea how to do it, so I put a bit of tape on it. I can see it. I don't know what. I don't know why that's popped into my head, but I can just see a bit of tape on the skirting board.
See? Memories!
Well, I don't know what that's there for. It could just be I put some tape there to, like, wrap a present or something like that.
Yeah, but that's a memory, isn't it?
I suppose.
You can only do that in that house.
I suppose. But, I mean, the good thing is, I think what they're going to do is they're going to knock this house down. Because no one's going to buy it, the state that it's in. It's going to cost too much.
From a third-person point of view, it does need knocking down.
Yeah. It's good, like, inside and whatever else. It's just there's cracks.
Oh, it's great. But it's just there's literally one wall which is in a state where you're like, how is it still standing?
Which is where I am sat right now, so thank you.
It looks fine, but then if you look properly, then you can see like, this is actually a little bit dangerous.
You can feel it and whatever else as well. But
the rest of the house though, bloody fine, it's a nice house.
Pretty much, yeah. But I think they're going to knock it down. And obviously there's a big garden here, so they're probably going to put 2 or 3 houses here.
Oh, easily. Yeah, you could easily fit 3 houses in that.
Yeah, and I think that's probably what their plan is going to be. That's my guess, at least. But with moving, it means that I've got the decision whether to stay down here or go and start my life, I guess.
The big adventure into the great outdoors.
I mean, I'm tempted just to go and start somewhere else, you know? Like, it's nice and whatever else to be around family and all this stuff, but I mean, I really like the idea of having my own space now, and I think this is like a good excuse to just go and do it.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, I've always wanted to go like towards the Midlands a bit more, I think, so
yeah, I
think I'm gonna start looking there. I've asked around like people like how much prices are. I spoke to Amy Lee last night, asking how much it is where she is, just for an idea. And like it's all like gonna happen probably around April/May.
Insomnia time.
I know, that's like the worst part about it. Just because of insomnia, it's gonna be right in the way. But
it's like, right, let's go to an event over Easter, but you literally need to take all your belongings with you.
Imagine. I think it's gonna be like the end of April at least, so I've got probably about 3 months. But what am I going to bring with me, terms of wise? All my computer stuff, all my music stuff, clothes, and I'll probably bring Kiki with me, to be honest.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Do you reckon she'll be fine with it?
Yeah, she doesn't really...
What about the other 2?
I think they'll go with my dad, wherever he goes.
Oh, fair enough.
Like, she's definitely my cat. Like, she gets
100%.
on with me, she doesn't really get on with other people that much. She doesn't really get on too well with the other 2 cats. Like, she always ends up smacking them or something like that. Or that they smack her.
She's an independent cat.
She's a very independent cat. But my plan is, which we'll go into the next subject in a second, I'm planning on bringing her with me, and then maybe bringing a new friend with me as well.
The subtitle for this next section here, we write down little subtitles and then we just expand on it as a joke. I don't know why I'm stammering. We're just gonna go with it. This subtitle here says, "I almost brought a good hungry boy to puppy dog boy goody Scooby snack wow last night."
Yep, I almost bought a puppy last night. I stopped myself.
What breed?
The one that I want.
No, a trot dog.
A what?
A trot dog.
Oh, yeah. Almost, yeah.
Chris Trott from Hat Films. He's got, is it Mochi or Mochi? I never know how to pronounce it. Mochi. That his dog. I can't remember the breed. You're gonna correct me now.
I'll let you keep going for first.
Let Kai remind himself of the breed.
I know the breed.
Oh, his dog is what Kai wants, and his dog is adorable.
It's the cutest dog ever. I'm going to show you a picture, yeah? It would have been one of these four here. Yeah?
Let's see, so how can I describe... Oh my god, how can I describe it? They are fluffy snowballs with little cute puppy faces. They are literally... Oh my god, they're so fluffy.
So... there's a few things that turn me
They're polar
off.
bears.
They basically are. They'd grow about the same sort of size as Kiki as well, so it's quite a nice little size of a dog, in my opinion. I don't really. They look huge though because of how puffy their fur is. Yeah, exactly. And I think having like one cat, one dog is a bit easier than 3 cats, or like 1 dog, 3 cats, or 1 dog, 2 cats. I think it's nice to have one of each. And get them used to each other from young.
Especially if you raise a dog to like the cat from young.
Exactly. But I mean, I feel like Kiki would probably eventually get on. Like, obviously, I'd separate them for a little bit, and then spend time with both of them, obviously. And then get them used to each other very slowly. But there's a few things that turn me off. By the way, it's a Japanese Spitz. That's the breed.
Hey.
There's a few things that turn me off. I feel like I want a female dog, you know?
How come? Why specifically a female?
I don't know. I've just always kind of thought, I really want a female dog. And it's just kind of something that's kind of been stuck in my brain. Like, I'm not fussed with having a male one. It's just I feel like having a female one's quite sweet as well, you know?
Fair enough.
That turned me off a little bit, because the only ones they have left was a male. But I might still go and do it anyway, you know? They're only 6.5 weeks old at the moment. I don't get them until 9 weeks, roughly. No. So I've got 2 weeks to decide, really.
Do you reckon you will?
Maybe.
Because obviously, when you've got a puppy, that is like intensive care. That is round the clock. Yeah.
But there's a reason for it as well. My leg's been giving up every now and then, and I feel like I'm not getting enough exercise for myself. So that's a very good excuse to get up and go and do exercise.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Although that won't kick in for a few weeks after you've got it.
Oh, no.
That's a really good motivator, though. You're getting something that you really, really want. You've talked about having a Japanese Spitz for ages.
Exactly.
And
that's why I'm kind of thinking
kill off 2 birds with 1 stone. You'll go on long walks and stuff. And when it's a lot older, you'll be going on like field runs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe it's a good idea to get one for the sake of like my own health reasons. It's like there's a muscle in my leg that keeps like I guess it's from sitting down too much working, which is kind of affecting it, or like laying down in bed and whatever else. And I'm like, right, this isn't good enough. I need to go and do something. And that's one thing that's like really good reason to go and get one. It's down in Dorset, so that's down roughly closer to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not close to you at all.
No, it's the closest one that I can get.
That means, do you know what that means?
It means that you'll come with me.
Yes! that wasn't what I was thinking in my head, but now that you've mentioned it, I would love to.
Yeah. I'd come grab you. I'd drive there, so...
that means I get to be the puppy taker carer in the car! Yes!
But, I mean, that's about, a 3-hour drive? If it's about a 3-hour drive to you, it's about a 3-hour drive down to Dorset, isn't it?
It's a long day, that's for sure.
Let me have a look.
Oh my god, you need
It's
to do this
3-hour
now.
drive. Exactly a 3-hour drive.
What, from you to me?
From me to the dog.
To the dog. Ah, right, okay. So slight detour.
But if I
for me,
needed to,
probably
I'd
about-
say, Fraser, grab a train quick.
What, to Dorset?
Yeah. That's not far, is it?
I don't know. I've never considered going to Dorset in my life.
But it's tempting, yeah.
Whilst you talk, I'm going to have a look to see how much a train is to Dorset.
Yeah, no worries. The biggest thing that put me off was the price of one, because they are expensive.
How much are they, if you don't mind? Wait, where in Dorset? Gillingham, Morton, Parkstone or Wareham?
That's a good question.
Gillingham sounds big.
I'm gonna say Weymouth.
Oh my god. Weymouth.
So the
I
price
haven't been
of
to
one,
Weymouth for years.
you know, I did the jackpot which we talked about last time.
Yeah.
So that would pay for it.
Oh.
That would pay for it.
Oh my god, what a title. My gambling addiction won me a dog!
How good is that?
I won a dog at a casino. Oh my god,
That'd be
these
amazing.
are amazing titles.
So the price of them.
Already clickbaiting your dog, you don't even have it.
The price of it's about £1,000 to give you an idea.
Mm.
So that's like one thing that did turn me off. But I was thinking, I have got this. I have won this. I might treat myself with that.
Yeah.
And then
What a good idea.
I think that's quite sweet. It's obviously I want to put the commitment into having it. It's 7 weeks old as of today, or as of this comes out. So in 2 weeks' time, you will find out if I've got one or not. I guess.
I'm excited for you.
They said they've got the last boy left, so I'm really tempted.
Oh, that means you got to decide soon because someone could swoop up
I know.
and go, right, I this is my dog. Oh god.
I know. That's the thing. And
£29.30, Kai. £29.30.
well, I'd go pick it up on the second week of February, it says. So that's about 2 or 3 weeks.
Wait, Weymouth. Wait, you could pick me up in Southampton.
I could pick you up in Southampton. That's quite a diversion, isn't it?
Well, apparently I have to go to Southampton first. to
Fair
go to
enough.
Weymouth.
What about in on the way down? What about Salisbury?
Look at us just planning going to a train station on a podcast.
What about Salisbury?
Salisbury.
That's on
Let
the
me have a
way.
look. Wow, look at this. This is literally like a normal conversation. It's just diverse. Oh wow, that's even cheaper. £12.85 and doesn't take us long.
There you go.
Right,
So-
we'll go to Salisbury.
That to give you an idea, it might happen. I'm trying to convince myself to do it or not.
Do it. Right, Kai, I can convince you right now.
Go on.
Did you like Beta?
No. Yes, of course.
Thanks for listening to the
Of
podcast,
course,
everybody.
Of course.
How much did you like Beta on a scale of 1 to 10?
She's very sweet.
Would you prefer her to be more fun size?
Oh yeah.
She's already fun size for a
Yeah.
German Shepherd, to be fair, but would you prefer a dog that's a little bit
tiny
smaller,
one. Yeah.
but equally as energetic and lovable?
Yes.
There you go.
It is a lot of money though.
Yeah, but you've been given that money.
I know, that's the thing. That's
This
the
isn't.
thing.
Just say to yourself, why? Right, for me, I'm saying to myself, why am I trying to convince my friend to buy a dog? But for what you should say to yourself is, if you want it so badly,
I should go
you
and get
are not spending your money.
I suppose.
You
That is
are
true.
spending money that a corporation has given you, and it is separate to your money.
To be
And-
fair, you are right. That is a very good point because I get paid as well next week. Or
So-
like in a week's time.
So you're being given your usual pay, and you've been given a dog.
That is a very, very good point. Well, this comes out tomorrow. Please let me know.
I don't know
on
whether I'm
Twitter.
being a bad friend or a good friend.
I think I'm being a good friend. I really do think it's a good idea to go and get one. I've wanted one for a while, and I think it's a good idea possibly.
Do you reckon you could keep up with the commitment? Because obviously
Oh, yeah,
there's a lot to
easily.
it. There's pet insurance. There's obviously jabs. routine checkups. There's obviously the food, the regular maintenance and walking.
Yeah.
There's obviously the accessories. There's the kit for it. So like training harness, for example. The toys, the bed, before the dog then realizes it likes your sofa more than the bed and it never uses the bed again. There's the constant attention. So obviously when it's growing up, you'll need to get up in the night. You're already up in the night. You'll need to get up during the day.
Well, this is the thing.
Take it out for a wee and
fix
stuff.
my sleep schedule for this. I'd be up at like 7 in the morning to go and give it a walk. Stuff like that. I think
it's that commitment, especially when they're young. It requires so much time.
Oh yeah.
You
obviously my only thing is getting it used to a cat.
The first 2 years of the dog's life.
Oh yeah, of course.
The first 2 years are critical. Now Beta's brilliant.
My only thing, I said, is getting it used to a cat.
Yeah, and obviously the other way around, getting the cats used to it.
Yeah, exactly. But to be fair, I have read here. It says this lady has said, all our animals live happily in our family home and are used to children, cats, and other dogs. So it'll be used to a cat.
That's a good start.
So it's just getting the cats used to a dog.
That's a really good environment. Yeah. Oh. Why am I tempted for you? I'm not even getting a bloody dog.
Well, you will be if you come down with me. Keep
your eyes peeled, ladies and gentlemen. I will
let you know tomorrow if I put a deposit on it. How about that?
Wait, are you actually going to think about doing it tomorrow, as in when the podcast is released?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
okay.
I'm not gonna say until I've actually got it. If I do get it, I'll make it a surprise
for everyone else.
Yeah. But I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah. So basically, I'm signing an NDA right now as to whether this is happening or not.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it doesn't happen, chances are the NDA is going to be broken.
Yeah, probably.
Because Kai's going to be like, "Oh no, not happening." But
Fraser,
the next week. But
I've got my old computer for sale. Yeah. That could also pay for it. I'm selling stuff in this house that I don't want anymore.
You've also, Kai, got an old car you don't use.
Oh, I'm fixing it. I might actually scrap it otherwise. Because if I don't get the time to fix it, I'm going to scrap it because I'll still get probably about 200 quid for scrap.
Well, so yeah, you still get money from that.
Yeah.
So this is covering the cost of your dog.
Yeah.
Tune in next week, everybody. This is exciting. This took a turn that I wasn't even expecting.
There you go. I'm going to send you the link to it, yeah? To the article. Oh my god. Quick, just so you can
dog. If you have a dog, tweet us pictures of your dogs at Stuck in a Podcast because, I love seeing pictures of dogs. So just tweet it. Tag us both as well at Kai Ross-Best, at IFXHD, because dogs are fantastic. And maybe if you tweet pictures of dogs, Kai will be like, I want a dog.
I'll go get one.
It could encourage him to put down a deposit more. I don't know. Anyway, tweet us your dogs. I love dogs. Oh my god. Okay, I will have a look at that link after, but the pictures already.
Yeah. Otherwise, there is one closer, which is in Oxfordshire. So that's London sort of area.
I can't be the dog picker up a carrier carer.
I say that it's probably about the same sort of distance driving. I'm looking at it now. It's still quite a diversion.
Do you know what else is quite a diversion?
Yeah.
The next topic, Disney Plus will launch a week earlier than originally planned in the UK.
Hey!
Which still means it's being released in March.
Way!
So it's still a long way off for people in the UK, but it is a little bit earlier than expected. And they've said the reason being is that they want to try and discourage people from pirating.
Mm-hmm.
So they're worried that having that extra week on top of it, especially for new shows that are coming out, they're more worried about things like Star Wars Mandalorian, that new thing that's just come out with Baby Yoda and all of that. They're more worried that people are going to be pirating if they don't get the series out on Disney Plus quicker.
Yeah.
Whereas they can subscribe to the service.
Right.
But I don't know if a week earlier is going to cut it. Not for piracy reasons, but I feel like there's too many streaming platforms as it is.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. The biggest problem with having all these streaming platforms, yeah,
is
they're all about $5.99 or about £5, $5, something like that.
For the lowest package of those streaming platforms.
And that's usually like one user sort of thing. If you have like more than one user, it's usually a little bit more.
Yeah.
But like still discounted. It's all these different things. I get like some of them have exclusive things and whatever else, which obviously is what gets people getting them. I mean, I know a lot of people like, I have Netflix because it's got a lot of Netflix originals and they're actually pretty good usually, and it's got like a lot of just general shows.
I'm a massive fan of Lost in Space on Netflix.
I haven't watched that.
Oh my god, it's fantastic. It's based off of the original show, Lost in Space. It goes over 3 seasons, but it's just like a modern day remake. Right. And I love it so bloody much. It is an incredible show. It's based around this family called the Robinsons, and there's 5 members of this family. They're all selected, or they applied to go on this expedition to another planet, Alpha Centauri, which is supposed to be the replacement for Earth. It's supposed to be starting a new economy for a new civilization. That's it. On another planet. Yes, instead of on Earth. And there's this evil doctor who isn't actually the doctor that they imagine it is, but is someone who's kind of like stolen the identity and is trying to get their way around their criminal mastermind, basically. And they're going through space and performing these different tasks in order to try and get to Alpha Centauri. And of course, with them being the main family or the main focus of the entire show, they get into a lot of shit. But it's fantastic. They released a 2nd season over Christmas, and I binge-watched it. I binge-watched 6 out of 10 episodes, maybe 8 out of 10 episodes in one day, and then obviously caught up on the other ones the next day. It's fantastic show. Okay, massive tangent there, or diversion as we've been saying. Lost in Space, go stream it on Netflix. Kai.
Yeah? Yeah? What's up?
You can carry on now, sorry. Why have you got Netflix? Why did you like Netflix? The originals and stuff.
Oh, the originals it's easy to use, isn't it? It's something that's on like most smart TVs, for example, as well. It's just easily accessible, you know? It's got a lot on there. They keep releasing new stuff quite often. For example, they've got all the Studio Ghibli films or Ghibli films coming out in February, which is
I'm excited about that.
Me too. They're all great films. I watched 2 of them on my birthday. Or like
I've never watched everything that they've created, but like I've always watched like the big things like My Neighbor Totoro,
like
or whatever you want to say. And Spirited Away, that's fantastic as well.
Aye, it's a good one. But then like all these people try, like all these companies trying to make a new streaming platform thing. Like, I get Disney Plus, it's got all Disney stuff on it. Great, lovely, amazing. I know a lot of people are going to get it because they like Disney. I would probably get it, but I don't think I'd use it enough, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like if I got it, I'd have a shared account with someone.
Yeah, which is fair.
Whereas like Spotify, I use that all the time because it's music. I listen to music all the time all my life. But then you get stuff like, I know in America there's a lot more like Hulu and whatever else, which was exclusive for like Game of Thrones and stuff. But when like early, so like before Sky Arts brought it out over here, and you add up all of these things. If the average person has at least one streaming service, and most of the time it's going to be Netflix, you add all the extra ones on top, you're probably going to be ending quite a big chunk of like a paycheck per month on all these different.
You're probably going to be switching between different providers a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Like one month you might lock yourself into Disney Plus, but then the next month you're going to opt out and maybe go for the newly created BBC and ITV merger of BritBox.
Yeah.
I think that's rubbish, by the way. I haven't looked at it, but the fact that things that you can find on their online players and things that they stream on a daily basis, I get it's like catch-up TV, but putting that onto a paid subscription service, I'm not sure it's going to succeed for them.
No, probably not.
But it's good. It's good for international viewers though, because I believe BritBox is available overseas.
Probably, yeah.
So it's good. I'm pretty sure it's good for everyone that's not in the UK. But for in the UK, I feel like it's just another subscription service that's potentially not going to do well.
Probably. I mean, especially when it's like on your TV.
Watch me eat my words in like a year, and BritBox is like the next biggest thing.
What's it? Is it for ITV? Or is it
it's
for, like,
BBC.
general?
It's BBC and ITV they've made a baby and they came up with BritBox.
I'm guessing it's got like Channel 4 and stuff as well in it, yeah? Or...
I'm not sure. I just know that BBC and ITV are the main players.
Because what's the point in that when you've got iPlayer?
That's it!
And you've got ITV Player? Or ITV
That's
Hub?
It.
You know?
And I'm not sure if you've also noticed, you probably have,
All four?
but like with loads and loads of clips being posted on things like Facebook and YouTube of just like highlights of TV shows, companies are now going out of that way to steal the storm from other people who are publishing these funny clips, posting it themselves to the point where they're then posting an entire episode on YouTube, which doesn't cost money.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can find like an entire season of things because corporations are already trying to steal the storm from other people who are, I guess, unfairly stealing the copyright and uploading it. Because they're trying to beat them to it. They're claiming the copyright. They already had the copyright, but they're still trying to like claim the storm and the ground and the traction, like all the ad revenue that you can get from it by publishing it on YouTube. But by doing that, they're essentially rendering BritBox useless.
Oh, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, nothing,
I've
really.
had a Google a
buy
second ago.
BritBox.
Yeah. There are over 200 streaming services.
What?
I found a complete list of them. Fubo, which is a football one, and like rugby one. I think it's just football, to be honest. Philo, Hulu, Sling, AT&T, YouTube TV, PlayStation View, Pluto Spectrum.
PlayStation have one?
Apparently. LG Channel Plus on LG TVs exclusively, which provides live TV channels for free. Oh,
what?
NFL.
Wait.
Blah, blah, blah,
oh,
WWE.
well, okay. So it's a free streaming service then. It's a service as part of the
Basically,
product. Yeah. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I understand that.
Twitch has come up. I don't think that's right, but I guess it is a streaming service.
Oh, and this is generalizing everything, so it's not necessarily pay subscription streaming. These are all of the streaming providers that you can watch.
To be fair, though, if you think about it, like even some big like events or whatever can be streamed on there. Like like even I guess even the like Jake Paul or Logan Paul KSI fight was like it was illegally streamed on there, but it was still streamed on there.
It was, yeah.
Even though that was a paid thing, Twitter is an example of one as well because they have things streamed on there all the time.
That's true, yeah. They've properly integrated Periscope into their services now.
Facebook, they have like live TV streaming on there. Like
and they have
Sky News,
Facebook Gaming.
Facebook Gaming. Amazon Prime Video, I forgot that existed for a sec.
Oh yeah, that's where Top Gear went. That's where Jeremy Clarkson and all of that went after the controversy they had ages ago.
Yeah.
To think their whole TV show was cancelled because of... I think it was... yeah, I get it. He punched a guy. But it's crazy how like the lives have changed. But from what they've posted and from what... Because Jeremy Clarkson is a stupidly open guy. Yeah. He's open about everything. From what he's posted, Amazon are treating him like BBC never did.
Yeah.
It seems like he's somehow better off.
Oh yeah, easily.
So Kai, if you want to work for PewDiePie, you gotta punch Jack.
Alright.
There you have it! Jack versus Kai coming to a boxing arena near you.
Be great. Well, I think we're about the limit, aren't we, for this episode?
Yeah, we're pretty much there. What I do want to do though is before like it's last week's news or a couple of weeks ago news, just tell everyone about your tattoo because you recently got a new tattoo.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. It's a Pokemon one. Sherry did it. I travelled up there about. I got the 5-something train in the morning, which is early for me.
You were up before me.
I was up very early. I was up at 4:30 on that day. Or 4.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I hate that so much.
But I got there.
You must have been suffering.
No, I was alright, actually. I was alright.
Did you not almost fall asleep on the train?
No, I was alright until the evening.
Crazy.
I'd only had like a few hours sleep as well over that night, so who knows. But I managed to get there probably about 9:30, we drove to a tattoo studio. She gave me a tattoo. It was a Pokemon one. It's pretty cool. I posted a picture on Twitter if you want to go see it. I'll retweet it on the Stuck in a Podcast account. And about we went to get some food afterwards because it's her birthday as well. And I was like, all right, well, I'll go buy you some food because I feel like that's quite a nice thing to do. Bought her some food at Chiquito's. And
Chiquito!
It was a bit burnt, I'll be honest. It wasn't the nicest Chiquitos I've ever had. They managed to burn a lot of the food.
What did you end up having? Like, what did you actually eat?
I can't remember. But I remember it was
just burnt food.
It was burnt. But we went back to her house afterwards, and she was like, you can put something on the TV if you want. And I was like, okay. I put Netflix on, and she's been watching Pokemon, like the original Pokemon series from like, what was it, like 2000 probably? Or like 1997,
like
then. Proper Indigo League Pokemon series. She was on episode 6 out of however many, and I was like, "Should I put this on?" Because it sounds quite a good little thing to throw back to. Reminder: this is about 9:30 at night. She's like, "Yeah, go on then." Fell asleep within like 3 minutes.
Not surprised at all.
Proper fell asleep. Woke back up the next day.
I bet the bed didn't help. It's always when you lie down, and you start de-stressing. It's like, oh, this is really nice.
You know, that's why I've been thinking of getting a TV.
Your body's absorbed.
That's why I've been thinking of getting a TV. Putting something on, it seems to make you fall asleep so much easier.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I've been tempted to get like a little TV for my room.
That's a good idea, actually. What's good about getting it now is that you're also exactly.
Yeah, that's my plan.
So if you move out, you've got a TV.
Exactly.
You don't need to worry about buying a TV as part of your furnishing when you actually do move out.
Exactly.
Buy it now whilst you can.
All right, salesman Fraser.
That's life advice for everyone. See, I could sell a bar of soap. I sold you dogs. I've sold you a TV.
Well, I haven't got
I'm
a dog
now going to
yet.
say, we're going to get you a dog.
All right. You're going to pay for it?
NDA on that.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening to this week's episode of the Help I'm Stuck in the Podcast.
This has been a nice chatty one. I've enjoyed this.
It's been quite a quick one going, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've literally wrote down some other topics to talk about, and we have not covered them because we've just been properly just going off each other, chatting. A lot of this, everything that we've talked about, like where we've started it off with a subject, we had that scheduled. But for anything else, like where we've gone off, that's just general chat, and that's what I like about the podcast.
Yeah, it's good
because it's just us chatting like normal, but we're just recording it.
Hi.
Which is fun. So stay tuned because next week will be the community episode. So that's on the 29th, I believe. We'll be releasing the community episode.
Is it 29th?
Of the podcast. I think it's the 29th.
What's the date today?
Let's see. Yeah, it is. The 29th of January, Wednesday 29th of January, will be the community episode, so keep your eyes peeled for that, which of course means follow us on our Twitter, @StuckInAPodcast, because we will be tweeting out asking you for questions, which we can answer on next week's community episode. So, yes, keep your eyes peeled for that.
Sweet.
Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of... And also, it's National Hug Day today. So
well, it's when we're recording this, so
yeah. So it was National Hug Day, but we're gonna give you a hug now. So have a hug
to you, bitch.
Bitch.